long time no see. So, hi everyone. I apologize for my kind of short little absence. My entire office was being renovated for over a month. So my collection was actually all packaged up and put away, and I didn't really have access to a lot of my models, and I am currently in the process of trying to finish up my university degree while working full-time and working part-time at the barn. So as you can imagine, I'm a busy bee. So I really wanted to make sure though I got this video out and I reviewed the 2026 Breyerfest horses. So I'm gonna be honest, a little underwhelmed this year. These horses are just not my taste. I actually will not be buying a ticket. I don't really have an interest in buying any of them secondhand. Not really my taste this year. I find the models are a bit underwhelming. There are some with really nice paint jobs, but just again, not my personal taste. It's nothing against like the artists that worked on them. It's just personal preference. It just boils down to that. So these are just my opinions. Again, some people are super excited for this year's Breyerfest, and some people are in the same boat as I am, where they're kind of underwhelmed by this year's models. So it's kind of up in the air. So I'm really excited to see these in person, like when people start getting them at the park and opening them, but we will see. And I also want to apologize if I mispronounce any of these words. I am pretty sure I will be butchering a lot of these names. So if any of these are in your native language, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm trying my best. And I apologize in advance. So first, I'm going to go over the traditional special runs. So the first one we have is Litha. So Litha is going to be $75, limited to 2,200 pieces on the ethereal mold. And he is a Bay Pinto. And I'm going to be honest, he's just okay to me. I do like a good Bay Pinto, but I find this year Breyer has been really going ham on the Bay Pintos for some reason. Like we just got one in a regular run lineup. I'm pretty sure there was one last year too. I can't remember it, but just not my favorite. I do really like the striping on the hooves. The paint job is phenomenal, very well done, but I am not an ethereal fan. I don't understand. I remember when I was a kid collecting and ethereal had just been released, like the series, and I remember people were freaking out and I just didn't get it. I was like, this horse is like kind of cartoony looking to me, just not my favorite mold ever. I also heard he's like a disaster to show, but I could be wrong. If you guys have an ethereal and he shows well, please let me know because I could be totally wrong about that. But this guy is gonna get like a 2 out of 5 for me. He's just not my favorite. I wish I liked him more, but I don't see a need to get him. Next one, we have Aquavit. This is the mule, and she is a gorgeous dun, and she will be available for $75, and there's gonna be 2,400 pieces made of her. So this is one of the ones that I was debating on getting. I do really like a good dun, and I love the new mule mold, but kind of safe, you know what I mean, for Breyerfest. Like you could have done like a spotted mule, or you could have done a bit, gone a little bit further with it. I don't know, but I'm not sure if I will be getting her anymore. If I do, it's secondhand, but I do already have the Premier Club mule who I'm in love with, and I'm just happy with her right now, so I'm not sure if I'll need this one, but I will give her a 4 out of 5. I do really, really love her, and if I see her in person for a decent price, maybe I will get her. I'm very picky, you guys have to remember. I'm one of the pickiest people with models. As soon as I like start to fall out of love with a model in my collection, they're sold, they're traded. I'm just so particular, and I'm such a perfectionist with my collection, so kind of a double-edged sword. But okay, next we have Thingvellir, who I believe it was DJB Studios who revealed this one on her channel, which was super cool. So he is priced at $75 and limited to 2,300 pieces, and he's on the Man O' War mold. And I love vintage. I think vintage molds do not get enough love, and I do really appreciate that Breyer gives them some love every year at Breyerfest because there's at least one vintage mold in the lineup. But I'm not a fan of this one. I don't like the sculpted on halter, which I know a lot of people don't like. I'm not a huge fan of the mold. It is very sweet, but it just does look a little bit wonky, unfortunately. But the color is gorgeous. So he's a Grullo Overo, and the color is just phenomenal. And I do know that people are very 50-50 with this guy. So I'm gonna give him like a 2.5 out of 5. I don't want to buy him, but I do think he is cute. And then next we have the Scandi Surprise. So they will be $90 each, and there will be 7,800 pieces of them. Everyone is guessing Vermeer for the surprise horse, but I'm gonna be honest, Breyer always throws us for a loop. So I'm not sure who it could be. I really don't know. I would love it if they threw in like a Kennebec count for the surprise mold. And I know I'm crazy because I'm like one of the only Kennebec count lovers out there, but he hasn't been used in over a decade. He kind of fits the theme in a way with his like long, gorgeous mane, and I think maybe he could be something other than a Morgan. I don't know. That's just my guess. Probably not going to happen, but let me know in the comments who you think the surprise horse is going to be, because I would really like it. Next, we have Burka and Reeb, or Ribe. I'm so sorry about all these names in advance. They'll be at $90 and limited to 2,200 pieces, and they are on the Lonesome Glory mold and the Ghislaine mold, or Ghislaine. I'm gonna be honest, these are people's favorites. Like, people love this pair. I really don't like them. I am not I used to have a Lonesome Glory conga of 4, and then I sold them all because there's just something off about the mold. Like, I wasn't totally head over heels in love with it. And this full mold is cute, but it's like, I see it everywhere. Just not my cup of tea. The colors are super cool. I really like the color on the Lonesome Glory, and the little Appy foal is very cute. I don't love them enough to buy them, but they are just not my cup of tea. I would give them like a 2.5 out of 5. They're just kind of okay to me. Okay, next we have our animal special run. So this is Hertier. He is on the elk mold, and he's $70, limited to 1,700 pieces. And I gotta say, I really like that they use an animal mold that hasn't been used in a few years, and it is cool that they're paying more attention to the animal molds. We just got bear regular runs this year in the regular run lineup, and you know, we got a bull in the regular run lineup I think last year, so I do like it. And I did want to like this guy, but his eyes he looks traumatized. And I know that's like based on real life elks, but there's something about the eyes on this thing that I don't think I could be comfortable with it just staring at me. Like, he looks like he's seen some shit. So he's gonna get like a 3 out of 5 for me. I don't love him. If like I could repaint his eyes, maybe I would get him. But his eyes look like he has no soul. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, next we have Osberg, or Osberg. I'm so sorry again. He is on the Othello mold, and he's priced at $80, limited to 2,200 pieces. He's a gorgeous seal bay, and Breyer kind of slipped up, and in the original announcement of this special run, they released that he was glossy, and the picture was obviously a matte. So he will be the glossy matte split. That's what I'm guessing. And he's really, really pretty. I might get him in person if I really like him. In the glossy, of course, I don't want the matte. But I do also already have a glossy fall, which is like another bay variation. So I'm not sure if I'll need him. But if he's absolutely stunning in person, maybe I'll pick him up. So he's gonna be a 4 out of 5 for me. I do really, really like him. And I do think Seal Bay needs to be done more. Next we have, oh God, I'm so sorry. Midnat Soul. He's $80, limited to 2,400 pieces on the new, the Cosimo mold, on the Murgi Salian mold. And I've had this mold in person, and he is gorgeous. He's very, very, very pretty. But I'm not a huge fan of when Breyer does like an 80% white horse. I don't like it. It's just not for me. I do know that there are real horses out there that look like that, but I find we've gotten so much of them lately that it's pretty, but I'm just kind of over it, you know? So he's gonna get like a 3 out of 5 for me. I do like him. I really like the original Cosimo more than I like him. So this is the last special run, and this is named the Wanderer. He's $80, limited to 2,400 pieces on the Fireheart mold, and I am going to upset so many people. I cannot stand the Fireheart mold, and all the Fireheart people can come for me. That's fine. I will take it. You can bash Cannabis Count all you'd like. The Gypsy Vanner mold. I love the Gypsy Vanner mold. If you hate that mold, I know a lot of people don't like it. Bash it. Go ahead. I hate Fireheart. He's one of my least favorite molds ever, and I'm so sorry. He's just not my cup of tea. I think he is such a weird looking mold. His face is very long, giant, and then it's very narrow in the front of it. So when you see him up close, he looks like a piece of paper. But then he's like a chunky Mustang horse, he's a chunky Mustang stallion. I don't like the pose. I don't like the face. I don't like the tail. And then on top of it, he's a decorator, and I don't collect decos. I have one deco, and it's this little stablemate guy. I'm not a deco fan, unfortunately. I've tried so hard because some of them are really pretty. But I think the blue is a very nice color. And I do like that they added the feathers in the mane, which is, it's very different. It's sculpted on, and they're in the tail as well. So this guy for me is going to get a 1 out of 5, unfortunately, because he is a deco and he is in a mold that I really don't like. But I know he's going to be popular because a lot of people love the Fireheart mold and a lot of people like deco. So it's kind of like a win-win for a lot of people. I am just a weirdo who doesn't like Fireheart, and that's just my opinion. Okay, so next we're getting into the limited editions, like the store specials. So this is Ojvin. Probably saying that so wrong, I apologize. He's on the Highland Pony mold. So beautiful sculpt, love the model, and I do like it with the long mane and tail. I just prefer the braided mane and tail, and he's very cute, but I do find that the color is a bit lackluster, but he is based on a real horse, so I can't really judge him. But he is very cute. Maybe if I like him in person, these are all very I need to see them in person. That's the kind of collector I am. I really need to see them in person. So I will give him a 3 out of 5 because he is very cute. I do like him. And he's really, really cute. I do like this mold, but I'm one of the weird people who likes the braided mane and tail version, which I know is kind of, I don't know what it is. I really like braided mane and tail variations. Don't know what it is. So this is the last one out of all the models, because there's 3. They're the mule, the Othello, and this guy are ones that I'm considering looking at. This is a second limited edition model. He is a Nabstrupper, and he is, what's his name? I'm not going to pronounce that. I am telling you right now. He's the Leopard Appaloosa on the Idicus mold. I'm not even going to try to say the name. I'm so sorry. But he is really pretty. And I know people were trying to guess Idicus for the surprise horse. And then when he came out, people were kind of bummed. And I really do like Idicus. I have 3 on the mold. So I do love a good Leopard Appaloosa. So honestly, I will probably end up with this guy. He's a good 4 out of 5 for me, 4.5 out of 5. I really do like him. The only reason why he's getting a little bit lower is because I need to see him in person. But he's gorgeous. I love the kind of freckles he has on his muzzle, and he has really nice shading in his mane and tail. He looks like there's a lot of work put into him, so I will be excited to see him in person. Last limited edition that is released is on the Icelandic pony mold, and Icelandic ponies are super cute. I've met one of them in person, and they are just the cutest little ponies. They're so itty bitty but also very powerful. A silver black on the Icelandic mold, and I think his name is Vinder, if I'm correct. This is such a nice chocolatey rich color, and the contrast of his mane and tail look really, really cool. And they nailed it. He looks exactly like the portrait horse. This one's so well done. I am unfortunately not a collector of this mold. I am not crazy about it. It's just not my cup of tea. But it's so cute. He's so cute. I love how much mane he has and how much tail he has. And I think he's going to be very, very popular. Now I'm going to get into the event stablemates. So the event stablemates are pretty, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like them because they're decos, and it's too bad because they use some super cute molds. So there's 4 of them, and they're all representing Nordic nations, which I do find is cool. First up, we have the laying down mare mold. This mold is so cute. I love it so much. She's representing the country of Iceland, and she's a glossy metallic dapple red with metallic blue mane, tail, and legs. This horse reminds me of those popsicles that you get at the depanneur at the gas station or wherever you get your popsicles from in the summer when it's hot. They have the blue, white, and red. That's immediately what I thought of when I saw this horse. So love the mold. Don't collect decos, unfortunately, though, but she is cute. So she gets like a 2 out of 5 from me. Next, we have representing Finland. We have this guy on the standing Frisian mold, and he's gorgeous. I'm not a blue person. Blue's not one of my colors that I like. But this is beautiful. This is so well done and amazing. He's dappled. He has really nice shading. He's a really pretty deco, and unfortunately, I don't love the Django mold just because he falls so easily, and I just can't mentally deal with that. So he's like a 3 out of 5 for me. Like, I don't need him, but he is super cute, very well done. Next, we have representing the country of Sweden. We have Uppsala on the mini semi-rearing stallion mold, and he's like a metallic blue and yellow for the Swedish flag. And he's cute. I get what they were going for, but I would have liked an actual, like, if you're gonna go this far, maybe get like an actual like flag on his bum or something, like almost like a blanketed Appaloosa. I don't know, they could have done something cool like that, but I'm not a fan because it's a deco. So he's like a 2 out of 5 for me, but I do really like the mold, and I'd like to get this guy in stablemate form soon since he is newer. And lastly, we have Copenhagen, who's representing the country of Denmark, and he's on the vaulting drafter mold. This mold is so cute, love it. And he's my favorite out of these 4. I really like his color. I like that he has like little Sabino markings. He's super cute. I don't need him though because he's a deco. So he's gonna get a 3 out of 5 for me. This is one of the cutest celebration horses I've ever seen from Breyer in the last few years, or maybe even ever. I love this mold. I don't collect any on it, unfortunately, though, just because I end up finding them too narrow for me, but I kind of want to try them again because they're so cute. I love fjords so much. So this is Flinka. Her full show name is Corgi Hill Flinka, and it's a really cute fjord dun mare. First of all, this is my favorite color variation on fjords, that kind of like rose gray or even gray duns, and they are so cute. And this little mare is such a powerhouse in dressage, and she's just such a cutie, and her story is really, really cute as well. I might get this, not sure. This celebration horse is like a 4.5 out of 5 for me. I love this horse. This horse is so cute. I love her, like no negatives. This is the online exclusive traditional. I'm going to rant for a little bit because this guy's gorgeous. He's a blue roan Tovero Pinto, and he's very, very beautiful. This mold is very nice. I don't collect this mold because he's very long and he's just not my favorite, but he's very cute. I've seen him in person, really like him. But we just got this horse as a store special or a limited edition last year at Breyerfest. Plus he was released as a regular run. Plus he was a Premier Club model like 2 years ago. I just feel like we've seen a lot of him, and I'm not the only one. I've seen some people who are like, this horse needs a break after this Breyerfest. Like, why are we using him again? So just the pattern of, I feel like Premier Club models are really taking over Breyerfest, and I get it. It's great for people who don't want to join the Premier Club because it is very expensive and not everyone can have access to those models, including myself. I have never joined the Premier Club. It's just so expensive, especially as a Canadian with the shipping and the import fees and blah, 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 blah. But so I understand putting them as Breyerfest special runs and limited editions so they're easier to access, but I feel like we're forgetting so many old molds that haven't been used in a few years. There are so many molds that I feel like are just getting swept under the rug. We're not really using them as much. And then the popular ones still get used every now and then, but it's primarily being focused on the Premier Clubs getting new releases. They are like pumping them out. And like, for example, this year at Breyerfest, the Premier Club models from last year are all being used. So the The pony, the mule, and the Mergui stallion are all being used as special runs or limited editions. And now this pony again, even though he was at Breyerfest last year. So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I feel like some other molds could get a shot. And I am going to be making a separate video on this, talking about some molds that are overused, that maybe need a break, and some molds that could use a bit more love, because I am very strongly opinionated about this. But with all that aside, he has a fantastic paint job. He is gorgeous. He is stunning. I think this model is so pretty, and personally, not a huge fan of when Breyer does blue eyes, but these blue eyes are done really nicely. They're done better. Breyer's been upping their game with the blue eyes, so I don't need him personally, but he is very beautiful. So this is the online exclusive stablemate. I am not going to try to pronounce his name, but he's a really, really cute Icelandic stablemate, and this is so fitting. Like, of course, like, he had to be the Icelandic stablemate. Like, it just makes sense. Like, they didn't have a choice because he's so perfect for this. So he's a red dun Tobiano Pinto, and he's really, really cute. I like him. I don't collect this mold, but I think he's gonna get like a 3 out of 5 for me. He's really cute. Oh, the Cobb before, I don't know if I ranked him or not. He's like a 4 out of 5. He's really pretty. I just don't need him. Now we're gonna get into the best of Breyerfest stablemates. I'm gonna kind of speed run through these because there are quite a few. We have the paint on the Hanoverian mold. He's nice. I think it's a nice paint job, very nice. He's like a 3 out of 5. He looks to me like a flaxen mane chestnut. I could be wrong. I don't like this mold. This mold is one of my least favorite stablemate molds, but his coat is very nice. I'll give him like a 2 out of 5. The paint on the kit mold, which I love this mold. This mold is one of my favorites, but not my favorite. I don't know. There's something missing for me. He's gonna get like a 2 out of 5. And then we have this really cute dun Pinto, I believe, on the, I think it's the Pasofino mold. I think, I could be wrong. Very nice paint job, very nice blending, very nice. I'm gonna give this one like a 3 out of 5. And then the Indian pony mold, she's glossy, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, but again, another paint. Why are there so many paints this year? I guess it's like year of the paints, but she's cute. Not a huge fan of the mold. The paint job is pretty cool, so I'll give her like a 2 out of 5. Just not my cup of tea. Okay, so the plushie is super cute. I really like this plushie. I think that some of the ones that Breyer's been doing recently have been like, they kind of have like skinwalker eyes, like they look a bit creepy. That's just my opinion though, but this one is super cute. I love the flower crown. Another paint, very paint themed this year, but she's super cute with her flower crown. I love it, so I'll give her like a 3 out of 5. Decorator on the classic mold. By the way, I grew up with them as classics. They are classics to me. I will not be calling them Freedom series. Like, what? That's just me though. She's a really beautiful decorator. I really like her. The red is very stunning and vibrant, and the paint job is really, really well done. Like, this is gorgeous. So she's gonna get like a 4 out of 5 for me, and that's for a deco. I will not be buying her, but she's super well done. And last but not least, the Crystal. So the Crystal is, of course, an Icelandic pony, which makes sense. If they didn't use all the Icelandic molds for this Breyerfest, I'd be like, what are you doing? So so it's an Icelandic stallion, and he's really gorgeous. This crystal mold is very, very pretty. I really like it. I don't collect crystals, but I'll give this guy like a 3 out of 5. He's really cool. Okay, so thank you for sticking with me throughout all that. I'm sorry that was a lot of talking, and let me know your opinions down below. Who are you buying at Breyerfest? Who do you not love? I want to know everyone's opinions. Do you like this Breyerfest lineup? Personally, I'm a bit underwhelmed myself, but I mean, it's Breyerfest. It's going to be great either way. So let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below. And again, these are just my thoughts, my opinions. Don't take them personally. I'm just a person, and everyone's entitled to their own opinions. And I will always love Breyer. I always love whatever they are putting out. But yeah, have a great day.